Good morning, Slade.
Hello, Mr. Holgate. I am doing an assignment on old and new cars. So, back in the day, they were heavy, didn't have much traction, they had very bad brakes, and they didn't have power steering. Now they are lighter, have more traction, anti-lock brakes, power steering, safety, airbags, and there is still a whole lot more.
What can you tell me about their engines then? Think about the engines. What were the old engines made out of?
The old engines were made out of moving mechanical pieces that so if there was like a cog, they could use it to power the engine.
Okay, so what's the difference with the new cars? What do they have?
They have engines that run on fuel and not water.
What do they use in modern cars that they didn't use in the old cars though?
Non-moving pieces, because if they use more moving pieces on the new cars,
they have moving pieces, but they're run by something different. What would they run by?
Electric and electronics and computers on computers to see if they could run, but computers can't tell the future and everything like they think.
So why are the modern cars lighter and faster?
Because they use plastic and lighter metals.
Okay, what else? Why are they safer?
Because they have metal around the person.
Why else?
Honestly, Mummy, I don't know how these are safer when there's glass here. I don't know why that's safer.
Well, they had better brakes, which you already mentioned, and better tyres, which you mentioned. But do you remember what else they have? What happens when you crash in a new car?
The airbags pop out to save you from hitting the window.
What else do you have in a modern car to keep you safe if you crash?
The seat belt.
Your seat belts, right. Okay, is there anything else you can think of that is the difference between vintage and modern cars? Because we're going to have to go work on our assignment now.
Vintage was just a whole lot worse than now, but there was one thing better that vintage has, is that they were more blast resistant.
How are they more blast resistant? What does that mean?
That means more bullet resistant.
Why do you feel they were more bullet resistant? Because they used stronger iron. Okay, but they had no protection. They had no windows or anything.
But you'll try and stop the car.
Right, but they used to just drive in the front seat with nothing protecting them. You could they had a windscreen and that was about it. You could shoot a person really easily. Okay, I think that's enough for this video, Mr. Holgate's going to have a laugh, I think. So bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Mr. Holgate, I just got my photo for the assignment and this is Mum's car.
Sorry, what was it?
This is Mummy's car and it's pretty cool. Except that this one doesn't have any scrapes on it.
So this is a Benz. It was built in 1885 by a gentleman by the name of Carl Benz. He invented the first stationary engine, which allowed him time to make these. What's the main difference between this vehicle and, say, Mummy's car now?
That is 3 instead of 4. The back wheels are bigger than the front.
Yeah, what else?
They have the wheels like a bike.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the size of the bike wheel. This is like a motorcycle.
Yeah. What else? What else have we got
They
going
are thinner,
on?
like this
Yep.
thin.
Really thin tyres, yeah. And if you got in this today, do you think it'd be hot? The air conditioning on this is fantastic, isn't it?
No,
No, don't like the air conditioning much.
there is none.
There's no air conditioning in this.
No way.
But you feel the wind blowing your hair. What do you think about the horn? Do you like the horn? It's a bit like Mum's horn, isn't it? And the airbags are great too. You like the steering wheel?
It's kind of like a clown's horn.
It is too. It's an actual horn, isn't it? Really.
Mhm.
And the handbrake. What do you think of the handbrake on it? What does the handbrake do?
It actually goes to the wheel.
It just goes straight on the rubber of the tyre. And notice that it's driven by a chain, whereas Mum's car isn't driven by a chain, is it? No, it's not. So, yep, that'll do. And then we move on to, we've gone forward a couple of years here. This is the Model T Ford, which is actually the first production line vehicle ever made. It was made by Henry Ford in the USA. It had a 20 horsepower engine. It had 2 gears and reverse. You started with a crank handle, which is at the front. Can you see the crank handle there? Yeah. Whereas you just turn a key on Mum's car, don't you? But you notice, as compared to this though, what are the major differences between these two?
This
What
one
do you-
has 4.
It's got 4 wheels. Why would it have 4
wider
wheels?
and there's
Why would it have 4 wheels?
big because it had more steel.
More stability? It won't fall over as easily maybe? Yeah. You
Now
notice
you
that
can
they've actually
basically
got...
just push back.
Notice they've moved the engine too, see that? They've moved the engine from the front to the back. And also, look, it's got a windscreen. There's a bit of a big improvement, eh? There's no windscreen in this one, is there? No. Ideal. And then
Better chair and
oh,
better steering.
much nicer. It's actually got a steering wheel and the throttle. Right, yeah. So now then we move on to the Buick, which is
I
the
like
first
Buick.
car company to add style and features to its cars. So these guys were actually competition to Henry Ford and his Ford Motor Company. But they added comfy seats and they added lamps on it. See, it's actually got lamps on it. So does the Ford. What else have they got in here? It's got indicators, I think was the other thing Mummy said.
And
What
there
else?
are lights. Wait,
Yeah.
their wheels have different. They're different.
Well, actually, there's a really big difference between the two.
Yeah.
Well, what's the most simple difference you can see between these two cars? It's the number of...
Seats.
Yeah,
This one
seats.
holds 2. This one holds 8.
No,
That's
it's 7 actually. They hold 7.
7 people. There you go. Very gangster, isn't it?
Wouldn't be very safe today. I don't think they'll let you do it.
I might get a little upset about that. Interestingly, though. This one doesn't have a windscreen yet, though. That's quite strange. So what's the next one we have? Oh, Heidi's helping out here.
No, this one next. This one you should know very
Now
well.
we're moving forward quite a number of years to when the Koreans got into the market and started making Hyundais. This is a 2012 Hyundai Elantra. What has it got in it that's different to these, for instance?
This one has nothing.
Yeah, it's got nothing. That's like the bare bones of a car, isn't it, compared to this? So this one's got what? It's got
That.
doors?
What
even-
Doors, windshields,
Mirrors.
lights.
Mirrors,
What
So the engine doesn't overheat. A boot, a bonnet.
a bonnet, yeah.
what runs a
And
modern
engine.
car? What do modern cars use that old ones don't?
Can't remember.
Computers.
Computers.
All
Remember?
the engines are controlled by computers, though. There's more technology in this car than what people used to go to the moon. When I went to the moon, this car has more technology in it than the actual moon landing would have had. Probably the whole moon landing, actually. What else have we got in here? We have... So it's got mirrors, indicators. There's a big difference in the amount of power it's got. We go from what? This. Where's it? This one here.
Mhm.
Had 16 horsepower, right? Then
This one has more like 100.
Then you progress to
20.
the Model T, which had an extra 4 horsepower, 20 horsepower. Then you go to something along the lines of the Buick, which had an infinite amount of horsepower. And then we go to something like this, which is a modern family car, 144 horsepower.
And while we're talking horsepower, let's look at this last
and then
one.
we go a little bit more extreme, we go to what they call a hypercar. And this one here is made in Italy by a fellow named Pagani. And it's a Zonda. There you go. It's 760 horsepower.
Yeah.
But
There is no boot. The engine is in the front.
But
that's right, the engine's in the back, you're quite right.
that's not a family sedan though. What's this car made for? What?
For racing.
For performance, hey. So what do they need to get perfect performance out of the car? What do they use?
Aerodynamics.
Yeah, aerodynamics. But they use computers to get it perfect.
And carbon fibre to make it light.
Daddy could tell you a lot more about that. What else do they do to get this race cars right?
Race cars, right? Just a lot more technologies, a lot more carbon fibre, a lot more lightness in it. They have aerodynamic packages which actually produce downforce in the front and rear. Yeah.
Okay, Slade, we have just a little bit of time left, or poor Mr. Holgate's going to get really bored. So I'm going to add this to the presentation. So what I'd like you to do now is give your own little presentation about what you've learned, about what we've researched and what we've talked about with these photos today, about how cars have changed throughout history. Can you put those down, Dylan? All right. So from your own words, how have cars changed in your mind?
A lot. They've changed a lot. The wheel's smaller. Like, this is like half of this.
What?
Well, they're basically a push bike tyre.
What specific things have changed?
Horns, steering, seats, wheels, engines, all of it.
What about
Brakes.
safety? Would you feel safer in your car or in that car?
Not this one.
Not that one. Why is that? What's it missing?
Sides, roof.
Airbag. ABS.
A lot more.
Handbrake.
Compared to this one,
Yeah.
this one is no match.
Can you tell me what you've learnt though? It's really important.
What I have learnt is that they've gone through a lot, and I mean a lot of changes. And there's still a lot more cars out
What
there.
about in their power?
I can't believe this one has
What did we
infinite.
say this one? This one had how much?
Yeah.
Was it
This
maybe
one had-
16
I
horsepower?
think it was
Yeah.
16 horsepower.
Whereas the
16.
car we own has 140, doesn't it? And that's just a
But
family
this one
sedan.
has infinite.
No, we just didn't look that up.
Ah.
This one here.
And that's why you can't joke, because he takes it all in.
760 horsepower.
Yeah, that's a couple more.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so we've hit 10 minutes and I still have to edit this. So finishing statement.
This one has way more aerodynamics than this one does. That's for sure. Because this one's supposed to go so fast, basically like a jet. And this one's supposed to be like on the road, so yeah. This one, a lot more, not aerodynamic, at
More
all.
safety, hey?
But this one is less safe, but more speed and more aerodynamics.
Cool. All right. Well, do you want to thank Daddy for his help with your assignment?
Thanks, Dad.
No worries, buddy. Anytime.
And say bye.
Bye. Hello, Mr. Holgate. This is my research video on what I've researched on cars. Apparently, in the olden days, the length of them were pretty big, but the width, not so big, they were like this big. And their engines are different. Pretty much everything is different. They have better chairs. They have steering wheels, better steering wheels, windshields, car doors, actual side so you don't fall out of the damn thing. And there's still a whole lot more. And they're also run by computers, and they have air conditioning, which is actually quite a big improvement. Real big.
What else?
The first 3 cars didn't have air conditioning. So sad. Seat belts, airbags, music. Like Mum's car, actually, if you get a phone call or you do YouTube, you can hook it up to the car so everyone can listen. It's pretty cool.
Okay, do you want to wrap it up? Anything else you can think of?
No. Bye.